So Wes, let's go back. Let's kind of almost role play this for a minute, because you and I both know, unless it's a Four Seasons, a Marriott, a Hyatt, or something, one of the top premier brands. Most of the timeshare on the secondary market probably has a value in the, let's say, to be generous, $1,000 to $4,000 range. I would think that would be fair and generous, wouldn't you?
Well, fair and generous, but then you have those, like you just said, the Marriott's, Hyatt's, Hilton's,
Right.
Wyndham's that do really well.
But let's not talk about those. Let's talk about, let's talk about your Chevys of timeshare. Let's talk about your just basic, okay location, non-name brand, you know, decent timeshare, decent location, but nothing out of the ordinary. So
Yep.
they bought it new 12 years ago for $15,000. It was real estate. In their mind, it could be worth $30,000, or at least that $15,000 in their mind. You and I both know it's worth $3,000. What is the conversation like when they call up and they say, "Yeah, I want to get 25. I'd like to get $25,000, but I'd probably take 15 at this point."
Then what would you like to get? That's exactly how it goes. How much would you like to place your property on the market for?
I'd like to sell it for $25,000, but that would be asking. So I'm willing to negotiate from that. But I'd like to put it up for 25,000.
All right, put it up for 25,000, and you'll get offers. Obviously people are going to put in less, and that's you can always reduce your price at any time.
And what would my listing fee be then?
$600.
Okay, so
Advertising fee. We don't list properties; we advertise them.
the advertising. Okay.
So there's a correlation. I mean, we are an advertising company at whole. So if you wanted to put it for $1 million, we'd advertise it for $1 million. If you want to put it for $1, we'd put it for $1.
But okay.
It's what you want to put it for, Mark.
But at that point, the conversation we just had, and of course you adhering to the law, you and I both know that $600 is never going to amount to an offer anywhere close to what I'm hoping for, and it could go. How long will my listing be up?
Until sold, if you're active. I mean, if you haven't called us and you haven't reduced your price within 12 months, it'll come down. But it'll stay active if you continue to lower your price and work and do things to your online account, because we have a free online account where you can see traffic to your property and all this stuff. You can lower your price. You can add a lot of resort description, reviews, and all this. So if you have zero activity, then it'll come down after 12 months.
Does BuyATimeshare.com act in any way as a middleman fielding offers? In other words, if somebody offers $500, or is that just done? Do they click on my thing and it comes right to me without you guys in the middle?
Yeah, exactly, Mark. That's exactly what we do. What happens is every person gets an ad, and it has pictures of the resort and everything, and there's an ask question, make an offer icon on your individual ad. At that point, unlike other companies out there that I've always disagreed with, they would funnel that to a brokerage firm, so they could possibly negotiate a commission. Mm-hmm. It's all processed through our technology. We're big on technology here, and it automatically goes to the owner. In fact, we protect not only the seller data, but the buyer data from phishing scams, like the Nigerian scams that happen. So they have to actually log on to an online account and accept, decline, or counteroffer. So we keep a track of what's going on in our system, and if anyone's trying to fish for money and scams, we block them immediately. We have CAPTCHA software, so robots can't do it. I mean, we've really done our very best utilizing technology to protect not only the buyer but also the seller. More importantly, the seller.